Hi, this is John from Bearable Traders, and I want to discuss my best and worst trade from 14 June 2021. As always, if you could like this video, subscribe to the channel, or hit the alert bell, that is always appreciated. My worst trade today was not that bad, but it was on a stock called BZ. This is a post-halt momentum trade. The volume at entry was about 1.5 million shares, and the RVOL was about 120%. So BZ was an IPO that opened on the previous trading day, back on 11 June 2021. That was Friday. The IPO was priced at $19, but it opened at $33.50. So lots of initial optimism for this stock. And as it turned out on Friday, that price held all day. So the price never fell back below $33.50. And in the last minutes of the trading day, the last 8 minutes, it ran from $35.23 to $38. Closing at 37.35. So again, it not only held optimism all day, but it closed on it as well. In the pre-market this morning, it fell as low as 34.36, but it never broke that 11 June opening price of 33.50. It halted pretty much immediately after breaking the high of day of that day, that late day $38, which actually it did in I think it was the last minute of the day. So you can see when it broke 38 today, it moved very quickly and it halted up here, up above 41. So my thesis was that it would pop up when it unhalted, that this enthusiasm, this optimism would continue since the stock was so strong on Friday, and that at least this initial pop would continue. I took an entry at 40.80 after waiting for it to hold a bit. So when it opened, I want to make sure it doesn't flush immediately and come back down. It did flush a bit down to maybe around 39, and then it immediately started to buy back up toward where it had halted before. And I took an entry, took a 50% partial at 43.06 up here, or actually down here. Another one at 44.18 up here, and then it started to get weak, and I got all out at 41.32. What I don't want to do on a trade like this, these are high potential reward trades, but also perhaps high failure rate trades. I don't want it to flush back down through where I got in. So as soon as I see it coming back down anywhere in the neighborhood of where my entry was, I'm going to get out so I don't get flushed. My best trade was more in my bread and butter trade book of high day break trades. This is a Facebook high day break trade where the high day was 331.09. The volume at entry was 1 million shares, and the RVOL was about 70%. So not a big fan of high days that sit just above dollar levels, but when you're talking 10 minutes after the open, you can rely on momentum to make these trades work in your favor. So it's not as big a concern at this point. If we're out at 10 o'clock, 11, 11:30, it's more of a concern that the high day sits above that dollar level. Love this triple target up here made up of yesterday's high, the pre-market high, and R3. These three levels here are all kind of grouped together. That makes a great target to break out from this high day and to get a partial up here. And that was my initial goal, is to get something in this region here. Maybe not quite too close to 333, but maybe something around 332.80 according to these levels. Had perfect building 4-bar white steps on the 1 minute volume. See them here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then my entry bar here. So this actually cannot look better. This looks great. Very strong move to the high day. Really mostly against the market, which is mostly going sideways, except maybe at my entry. And that's what I'm mentioning here. The SPY was maybe beginning to reverse right here. So the SPY's not working against me. Maybe it's not helping that much, but maybe it's beginning to help. Who knows where this reversal could have gone. So this is a good looking SPY chart for an entry. And again, not quite as concerning 10 minutes after the open, but nice to have the market not working hard against you. Took an entry at 331.96 before the high day. Again, counting on momentum early in the morning. I'm comfortable taking this below the high day, even though it sits above the dollar level. 331.96 was fine. Triple target proved to be strong resistance as I expected. You can see these attempts to get up there and snap back, try to get up and snap back. Now it's not getting up as high and it's snapping back. Never really even quite touched this triple level, but I could tell that's what was making the price get scared here. And I got scared as well. So I took my first 50% partial off at 332.48. That's like 40 cents lower, 30 cents lower than I wanted. But I had that good trade on BZ, and the last thing I want to do is take away for my profit for the day. So now I'm just adding a little bit, I guess. And so I took some off at 332.48 near the $half level. Then it did get running, and I got my next partial much better at 332.91. I'm trying to get near 333. I actually got it above the triple target that I was talking about. The next 50% off was near 334 at 333.87. Another great partial, and you can see that's at the top of the wick of kind of the high a day as it's set there. And then I got all out at 332.40. I put my stop below the $half level of 332.50. I put it right at 332.49. So the price would have to come back down through the triple target and the $half level to stop me out. Turns out if I had left it at my break-even point, then I actually would have got another partial near 335. So too bad for that. But that was my best and worst for today. I hope you guys liked this. And if you want to discuss these trades, drop me a comment below, and we'll do that. Thanks. Bye-bye.